morning everyone, and welcome in to this 2017 Audi Rs5, which has a nice amount of power. Now first of all, I just want to thank everyone for 30,000 subscribers. Yeah, it's really quite a nice number. Obviously 50,000 is a lot nicer and 100 even more, but 30,000 is still a nice round number, so thanks very much for all of your support as always. So I've picked this car up for the whole weekend. This car actually belongs to a subscriber from my YouTube channel who brought this car. It's brand new and contacted me and asked if I would like to take it straight away for a few days of filming, and I was definitely up for that because getting hold of Audi press cars, brand new models, is not the easiest thing to do. And yeah, I really was interested to drive this car, see what it's about. I read quite a few mixed views on this car. So it's a 2.9 litre V6. It's got loads of torque, 600 newton meters of torque and 450 horsepower or PS. I need to double check that which one exactly it is. First impressions are, of course, everything does feel nice. It's typical Audi. Everything feels good. I love this Alcantara wheel and the stitching on the seats. The seats are also very, very comfortable. I think what I will start off with is the negative and then hopefully finish on a positive. From my couple of hours of driving this, what I don't like is, first of all, something that's really important to me is the sound, and that is lack of sound. There is really hardly any sound from this car at all. Okay, you can hear something, it's not, there's nothing, but to put an RS badge on an Audi and then have it this quiet, I think, yeah, isn't really that good. It should be a little bit more crazy than it is, and I think most of the sound is taken away by the turbos. So there's a lot of whoosh noises but no real actual solid sound. Now this car also has the optional sports exhaust, which is 1,000 extra, and to be honest, I really can't tell much of a difference between the sports exhaust and not having the sports exhaust. So now I've got it in sport or dynamic mode. Exhaust is fully open. I'm going to drop it down a few gears. You get a few little, you know, artificial burbles, but not much at all. Okay. I mean, there is something there, of course, but for an RS badge, for an Rs5, it's, for me, it's not enough at all, especially if you're paying £1,000 extra for that exhaust. I'd be pretty disappointed if I'd spent 1,000 extra on that exhaust. Of course, to drive the car normally, it's absolutely fantastic. Everything feels good, it's fast, it's safe, it just does its job. It's German. Before I drove this car, I was thinking to myself, I'm probably gonna complain about it doesn't have much character and it's lacking emotion, and I guess in one way it is, but I'm trying to this time look at the car from a different perspective, and rather than say it's lacking emotion, it has its own emotion or its own character for a certain type of people, because it does have character. It's just, rather than saying it doesn't have character, I think I'm going to look at it as it's just not the character that I'm looking for in a car, because it is a quick car and the interior is really nice, it feels great, everything's built absolutely superbly, like always from Audi. Instead of going to the Alps today, I think what I should do is drive to Germany and do a bit of Autobahn, because it is a fast car and I feel like it wants to go fast. So let's take it back to its home country and push it a bit. The guy that brought this has actually paid for the optional extra, which is to have the limitation from 250 kilometers an hour taken up to 280 kilometers an hour. So considering he's paid to have that, we might as well go and try and use it. So fast forwarding 1.5 hours drive now. Ich bin jetzt in Deutschland. I'm here for the Autobahn, of course. Here is the first bit of Autobahn. and there is a Nardo Grey RS3 overtaking me, which means I think we should catch it up. So the boss of Audi Sport has described the RS5 as an athlete in a posh suit. I do get where he's coming from with that, although I'm not quite sure that the RS5 or this one is really an athlete. A lot of fun it is, but probably not an athlete. For me personally, when I buy a car, it has to be a car that I can just go out for a drive in without thinking about, I don't need to be going anywhere. I would just go jump in the car and go for a drive. And I think the thing with this car is you wouldn't do that. It's a great car, but you wouldn't just get in it and go for a drive. In the M4 you would do that. In the AMG C63S you would do that. In the M2 you would do that. This I wouldn't anyway. Okay, back on the Autobahn after the roadworks, and I want to see if this Nardo Grey RS3 would like to play a little bit. But this is where a lot of Audis come to life. Cruising at high speeds, now sitting at 160, and it's just utterly smooth and stable. Okay, he's off. I'm chasing him. I'm 200. He wants to play. 220. He definitely wants to play. 230. It's quick. That RS3 is quick. 250. And brake. Oh, those brakes are good. Almost too good, actually. Did not expect that. He's off again. I'm not letting the smaller Audi get away. Okay, foot's flat to the floor in 8th gear. And he is as well. And the distance assist staying exactly the same between us. 270. Come on, 280. 280. 281. 282. Still 283, cushioning. It's catching up. 285. That did that absolutely no problem. And how fun was that, having this Nardo Grey RS3 in front of me? Well, I'm sure he was flat to the floor, I was flat to the floor, and the distance stayed exactly the same between us, which was quite interesting actually. He's off again, fine. I'm not going to say no to a little Audi race on the Autobahn. 240. Slowing down. Traffic. Cool guy. Nothing like having a little race with someone on the Autobahn and pulling up next to each other and giving each other the thumbs up. Well, that was definitely a lot of fun. Used half a tank of fuel very quickly, but it was worth it. Definitely worth it. And what perfect timing with the RS3. You probably couldn't see it too well with the GoPro on the inside. But yeah, it was really interesting to see the two cars flat out next to each other. I should definitely go back to the Autobahn more often because that really was a lot of fun, and I'm so happy I took this car to the Autobahn and not to a mountain pass, because this is where it was at home. So thanks again for watching today's video, and bye for now.